Is $70 the new standard for a familiar open world experience? This September, the indie scene has offered a compelling counterargument with a wave of innovative titles. On this month's Indie Intel, I have identified 10 games that showcase remarkable creativity, often for a fraction of the cost. If you're looking for fresh mechanics and memorable experiences, you're in the right place. We're about to break down a list of September game releases that are making a serious statement about where the industry is headed. Now let's get to it. The highly anticipated Hollow Knight Silksong. We all know you wishlisted this one years ago, and it has finally made its debut. As Hornet, combat is an intricate dance of parries, aerial maneuvers, and precise strikes. The all-new crafting system allows for on-the-fly customization, letting you adapt your abilities mid-battle. It's a level of mechanical depth and player freedom that is deeply compelling. You face over 200 ferocious foes and over 40 legendary bosses across the multitude of biomes within the massive map. This game is guaranteed to entertain you for countless hours with massive replay value potential. Looking to go fast? Released on September 4th was JETRUNNER, a high-octane parkour FPS that blends the flow of Mirror's Edge with the combo intensity of Tony Hawk games, with beautiful cel-shaded comic-like visuals. Momentum is everything, chaining wall runs, jumps, swinging, and target takedowns. This creates an addictive sense of fluid FPS parkour gameplay. One 8-second sequence might have you wall running a billboard, jumping and eliminating 3 targets in a single streak. This game is pure adrenaline engineered into the design, and definitely a title speedrunners are going to want to keep their eyes on. This one is for the horror fans. Cronos: The New Dawn is a third-person survival horror game set in a dystopian future. The game introduces a unique mechanic where enemies that are not properly disposed of by burning them can merge with other corpses, creating more formidable versions of the same enemy. This adds a strategic layer to combat, as players must manage enemy corpses to prevent them from becoming stronger threats. The game's atmosphere and tension are reminiscent of classic survival horror titles like Silent Hill and Dead Space, offering a fresh take on the genre. Survive the brutal wastelands of the future, fight nightmarish merging creatures, and jump back in time to harvest souls as you seek to uncover the origins of the apocalypse that wiped out humanity. Cozy gamers, do I have a release for you? Little Problems, a cozy detective game, is a game that blends anime-inspired charm with the puzzle logic of Professor Layton. The mysteries revolve around everyday conflicts and personal problems, avoiding crime or tragedy entirely. It invites players to delve into a world where detective work is about connecting with friends, understanding the small yet significant issues of daily life, and finding joy in the simplicity of resolution. The result is a thoughtful, charming experience where dialogue, clues, and relationships take center stage. A rare indie mystery that's wholesome yet clever. For the past 2 years, we've had some party game bangers, and this next title does not disappoint. Eat the Rich, Greed Games is a 6 to 10 player social deception party game where billionaire contestants compete for pennies in a deadly game show. Play mini games, brawl with items, form alliances, and betray friends to survive elimination. Success comes from both skill and strategy, making each match chaotic, unpredictable, and full of laughs. Looking to scratch that Stardew Valley itch now that you've beat the game a million times over? Then look no further than this cute, spooky title. Little Witch in the Woods lets you play as Ellie, an apprentice witch learning her craft in the mystical forest town of Lucerne or two. Explore unique areas, help villagers, craft potions, and befriend charming characters, even uncovering their secrets. The game mixes daily life simulation with light adventure, from fishing and potion making to interacting with magical creatures, giving players a cozy, whimsical world to get lost in for many hours. Do you want a game like Sea of Thieves, but with a focus on wonder and teamwork rather than piracy? Look no further than this game. Voyagers of Nera is a cooperative survival crafting adventure for up to 10 players set in a magical ocean world full of lost spirits, monsters, and fantastical biomes. Sail to distant islands, dive for rare resources, and build customizable seaside bases while awakening powerful spirits that grant new abilities. Whether you're exploring alone or teaming up with friends, every decision from crafting weapons to defending your village shapes the journey. It's a rich blend of exploration, strategy, and cooperative play that rewards creativity and teamwork. Enjoy fighting games but wish they had more customization available? Fraymakers enters the platform fighter scene as a fully customizable platform fighter featuring some of indie games' biggest icons, like Commander Video, Octodad, and the Watcher. Up to 4 players can duke it out locally or online, calling on assist characters for attacks, buffs, or status effects. With a robust moveset, rollback netcode, and a powerful content editor, you can create custom characters, stages, and modes, giving the game near infinite replayability. It's easy to pick up for newcomers, but deep enough to keep competitive players engaged. Turn-based strategies are making a major comeback, and Endless Legend 2 is not going to disappoint. Endless Legend 2 is a fantasy 4X strategy game where each faction plays differently, from starborn warriors to hive-minded aliens. Expand cities, exploit resources, and adapt to changing worlds as you wage wars, form alliances, and command heroes in turn-based battles. With dynamic terrain, faction abilities, and deep replayability, every campaign challenges your strategy and empire building skills. Out of Time is a fast-paced multiplayer 3D roguelike where your squad, gear, and teamwork decide survival. Enter the Tangle, a fractured reality where past, present, and future collide. Build your playstyle with unique gear, from the Goop Gun to Portal Pants, and tether with allies for shared buffs. Face swarms of corrupted enemies, brutal bosses, and chaotic minigames across dynamic, era-blending maps. With up to 4-player co-op, MMO-like hubs for planning, seasonal content, and constant updates, it's a gear-driven, over-the-top adventure where creativity, coordination, and quick thinking are the keys to survival. If any of these titles caught your eye, hit that subscribe button and join me for next month's Indie Intel, as well as advice for content creators, exclusive interviews, and in-depth gaming tutorials. Drop a comment with which game you're most excited about for September. I want to see what the community is checking out first. There you have it, 10 indie games that cost a fraction of a AAA title, yet each offers a remarkable level of creativity. Bigger budgets don't always mean bigger ideas, and supporting independent developers often means discovering experiences that push the medium forward. I'd like to thank you for supporting the channel by watching, and look forward to sharing more exciting gaming news with you. Until next time, later.